Okay. So, hi everyone, my name is Maria. I was going around trying to speak with everyone, and so I came from England here today to support your cause and because I was fascinated about what you're doing, and well done for the organization, well done for the bravery of all the people that have talked today, and well done also to the work that you are doing here. IMPACT is not a research center, we are an implementation center, and it stands for improving adult care together, and it works across the 4 UK nations. I'm based at the University of Sheffield, but we have work done here in Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and England. And I'm here because we are doing with Alistair a project about coming out of long-stay hospitals specific for people with autism and learning disabilities, and is working across the 4 UK nation. So I think there are two main messages that I would like to send out today. That unfortunately, across the UK nation, the situation is very similar, but hopefully we can work together to change it. So today you call this day as a day of action, a national scandal. And in here, you can see a lot of information about what is going on in Scotland. There are a lot of horrible news about what is happening, and we had a lot of people talking here with their lived experience. And we were all terrorized and shocked that that can happen to any one of us. But this is not happening only in Scotland. Is happening across the whole UK nation. Actually, today there was a lady when we were in front of the Parliament, the Scottish Parliament, and I saw her on the side that she was looking at us. I went to them with the leaflet and said, I'm interested, would you like to know more? And she was from Northern Ireland. Her son has autism, and she said, I'm scared that this can happen to my son as well in Northern Ireland, and I'm trying to avoid to ask for help. That is shocking. It's unbelievable that people are scared to ask for help. For help that they deserve and they need. So here there are just numbers. So I just looked at the last reports that are across the 4 UK nation. Now here is just Wales, then I will show Northern Ireland and England, because you know your number here in Scotland, you don't need me to tell them. But near the numbers that you can see are higher everywhere. I put also a picture. These are pictures that are made by a project that is called Why Are We Stuck in Hospital, and it's like an art exhibition where they have collected voices of people with learning disability and autism that were in the hospital. And for example, in this one, there is like this sentence, this quote that is, I'm so far away from my mom. And the exhibition was all about that. So behind this number, that are just numbers, there are people, there are feelings, there are parents. So, and this is what is up. So Northern Ireland, the record is quite old because Northern Ireland is like, there are less studies and that. And again, these are all pictures, and this is a man that is like, let's say that he has not life, no one knows about it. And in England, there is a lot going on right now, like here. So there was the Care Quality Commission that went and interviewed people with autism and learning disability that were in long-stay hospital. And they were talking about what happened to them, all the segregation, the seclusion, and the fact that how they were treated there. And we have also the report from NCAP that is talking about all the number of people that are kept in England with the same problematics. So these numbers are high. And in fact, as many people were talking about, we are talking about the fact that the Care Quality Commission at the end of this report say the majority of the hospitals are not therapeutic environments, and they say they are specifically that they are not made for people with autism and long learning disabilities. These are places that are maybe for people at crisis point, but they should be temporary solutions. So there are still records that are written that are saying, look, there is something that is going on that is wrong. And in 2020, the Equality and Human Rights Commission announced like a legal challenge, because it was saying that across the UK, in England, there were too many people with autism and learning disability in long-stay hospital, and that was not supposed to be their place. So we know that this is not right. This is not the right place. So what you are saying today is bad, but it's right. And what is also right is that you are giving voice to these stories. You are not just numbers. You are voices of people and families that are experiencing it. And also research is changing in this direction, although we need to do more in that sense. At Impact, we think that evidence are not just things made in academia, although this is an academic study, but this study is made with people with learning disability and autism. So what the team at the University of Birmingham, and we hope that there are more research done like this, went and asked people with autism and learning disabilities what we can do, how we can work together better to improve the service, and how we can do in order that you are going to be outside of the hospital. If you want to know more about the study, ask Alistair or email us, or I will give also, because it is an interesting study. There are videos about it, easy read, so you can see what, but it's very exactly we created these 10 topics that they were co-produced with people with the learning disability and autism, to say to the people that are working there, and we say they don't have the knowledge, they don't know how to help these people to go out of the hospital. Here, people with learning disability and autism tell them what you have to do, how to work like Alistair does. Ask us what we want, what we need. Like, try to create a life for us outside of the hospital. We cannot stay here. But the other message, so the first important message that I wanted to say is it's important that you give voice to the people, because you know, so the people with learning disability, their families knows what is the best for them. So that is the most important point. And the other one is that because it's a common problem, it's important that all the UK nations are working together, because this is a common issue. The laws are slightly different, but the issues are the same, and it's the whole system that doesn't work. So what Alistair is doing with us, so we have an impact network that is a project that is working across the 4 UK nations. Alistair is leading the one here in Scotland, and we are collecting voice of people, but the idea is not just, we are not doing research. We are looking for action in order to change. Like, for example, here today, when we are talking and saying what we want and how we want to change things. So if you are interested, if you want to get involved, just go to Alistair and Equal Scotland and ask and say that you want to be part of it, because we are in it. And if you want to know more about impact, those are the information, or you can come to me. But really, it was a real honor to be here with you today. And well done for what you are doing, really. And if you have any question, I'm here or I'm there. So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much to Maria for coming all the way up from England to be part of this, and the passion for this. In some ways, it's horrible to think that nobody's got this sorted. But this is a shared. It's like a disease, isn't it? We were talking before this about if there was a song we could play in the background while we're doing this. And I suggested the Manic Street Preachers, if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. And I think we've mentioned some of the stories that people have said, people have come up to you as, my son, my daughter could be here next. This is indiscriminate. We're all, any of us, one crisis away. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was telling that because we had really some of the meeting across the whole UK nation. And do you remember that some of the people that attended to one of the groups across the UK, they were telling, they were people with learning disability and autism, and they didn't know the law, so they didn't know that and they didn't know what is happening, and they say, this could happen to me. And they were shocked because, of course, you know people that maybe it happened to them. But a lot of people, they don't know anything, and they don't know the law. They don't know how to defend themselves. They don't know if there are advocates that can help them. So it's important that we give voice to everyone, to let people know, create awareness, and doing action like this one.
Yeah, thank you for that. And the whole idea of New Roots Home is to give confidence to everybody to come together. None of us are saying we're experts. We're all in this together. We've all got an angle. We can all help each other out. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say in relationship with this could happen to anyone. I've worked in criminal justice, and what I find here in Scotland is that there's also alcohol and addiction, I think, that's related sometimes to behaviours, but is that social workers that I know here don't even seem to, they're aware of autism, but they're not accredited and they don't get it in training. Up here, social workers would do the reports, or the course, yeah? And when they're doing risk assessments and whatever, they haven't a clue of the behaviours because they're so little trained in what, so they're
No, that's
appropriate reports to the courts.
that's really important. And I think one of the things we've said is
People
that
get locked in.
it's not. This isn't about necessarily criticism. It's about saying, come and speak to other people to get that knowledge in. And the best practice we see people do ask us in, and the worst practice is people say, no, we don't need you. We're all fine. I just want